I did a rant yesterday on this Texas Tech kid leaving to take a week off because he just feels like he has to have a week off or some shit like that. I'm just so sick of all this shit. Like,
do we got details on that? Like, is there any do we have any information of like? Again, I know you don't care, but I'm saying like, did something happen in the family? Did he lose his parents? Did something wild happen? I know you don't care, but I'm saying that at least gives some context of like, okay, maybe there's a reason why.
Remember, we got to stop defending before we know, and we got to stop
asking the question.
No. I'm speaking for you too.
Yeah.
We got to stop judging before we know as well. To your offense. But here's the issue. This cat has stacked up goods already. He already has a track record because this is the kid. By the way, I had no clue, Bailey. Bailey, come in here. Did I have a clue who this kid was? And did we already talk about this kid before, Bailey?
Micah Hudson, the time we talked about him, if you remember, he had NIL demands or alleged NIL demands on Twitter that were circulating.
Oh, that was him, Bailey?
Yeah, he's the one with the driver from practice and the flights. Yeah. Hey, let me say, Jamie, let me say this about this kid. Let's go back to the baseline.
But what do I know?
No, JB, you're right about this kid. JB, his high school film is phenomenal. Like, I went back and watched it because of all the things that were allegedly in his Texas A&M NIL package. So for a kid that talented to go to Texas Tech where they throw the ball all over the field and not be productive, I mean, he had less than, 6-7 catches on the season?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's got to be off the field character stuff, or either he was hurt, one of the two. So the reason that people are looking at this side eye is because of the list of alleged NIL offerings at A&M. Remember, he had in there like he gets to decide like if he's injured, when he comes back to play, and all this kind of stuff. So I think the kid is doing himself a disservice by living his life in the media. Because when you put all this information out there, now people got the right to come to any conclusion they want. He could have a sick parent, a sick grandparent. It could be a birth of a baby. It could be something legit.
Yeah.
It's not even gonna matter. Yeah, but not having that background information, I'm definitely giving him a side eye now. I had no idea that this was the same guy, because now it makes me think like, is he not getting his demand? So that's the reason why he's really gone. Did he not get the money he wanted? Did he not get some? Is his family not getting the private jet or whatever? I can't remember what was on that list, but it was a crazy list of demands he had on there. So now that's what I'm leaning towards now with more information, that he's just being like, he's just crying over spilled milk and the fact that he didn't get exactly what he wanted. So now he's just sitting around, and he's probably getting bad advice from, quote unquote, the street agent, as JB likes to say. I bet whoever he's working with in his camp, they know how good he was in high school, to Shaun's point. They know he's a 5-star guy, and they're telling him, hey, if you don't get this, that, and the third, just sit out, don't play, don't do it. And he just listens to whatever they say because they've been around for so long and they gain his trust. And it's a shame because, he's going to end up messing his career up. He's a 5-star receiver.
But that's the thing you and I and Matt just discussed. Like, this is the problem. You can speak till you're blue in the face, homie. If there's no hierarchy, it doesn't matter. I don't care about 7,200 kids in the portal, to Matt's point. I care about every kid. That's just who I am. That's why I coach. That's what we did. 7,200 kids, you can talk about it you can dismiss it all you want. 7,200 fucking kids is it's a problem, homie. Like, that's a big chunk of kids. We ain't never seen that shit before. So, I'm just saying, there's gonna be a time where the blood life runs out. That is your blood life right now in Division I football. They plucked the portal, and now portal kids are what keeps up with the Joneses at these 4 years. Or Miami wouldn't have took Cam Ward and now Carson Beck if that wasn't the case, dog. They would be recruiting organically and developing. They're not. It's a mockery. This is what it is.
Hey, JB, let me illuminate something that's really getting the rug put over it. Miami has signed multiple 4- and 5-star quarterbacks out of high school during this process, but they can't evaluate the quarterback position.
Exactly.
None of them kids playing. They all leaving.
And that's my point. Okay, so we're recruiting high school kids for what? I'm going to replace them in the portal anyway with 7,200 kids is my whole point of this macro level talk that we were having. If there wasn't 7,200 kids, Smitty, then guess what the portal would be? A lot less attracting for me to go into, and I'll start developing again the kids that were supposed to be developed. So maybe the NFL QB would be better and not 28 years old either. See, I know we want to talk about the shit. The age is getting older. The high school kids from 17 to 21 aren't playing no more because we have 5, 6, 7-year pavias who already played all their years, but yet now they still want to play more years.
Hey, how about this, JB? I think he's the strong safety or outside backer for Notre Dame. He's about to play in his 70th college game. Think about this. Say you went to Georgia and y'all played 15 games a year. 4 times 15 is 60.
60. Yep.
He's about to play in his 70th college game. Like, this thing is getting ridiculous. And he's a good player, too. Like, he's a strong safety, I think, for Notre Dame. I think he's like 24, 20-something. Unbelievable. Like, how is that even possible?
Let me ask y'all this. You guys coach. What do y'all, I guess, on the bad side, let's say 10 years from now, whatever, 5 years from now even, let's say this never changes. Where do y'all see this ending? Like, what happens? Like, on the negative side, JB, like, what are you thinking this can lead to? Is my question. Is it just a lack of players now because, like, you think people are just stop playing football and because they're not getting recruited, or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the negative point that this leads to?
What it is, man, it's a lot of side bitches. We're not talking about it. There's like so many side bitches involved. You got 7-on-7 coaches, you got personal trainers, and now you got street agents. Now you got NIL agents who aren't even certified, Shaun. They should be certified. If I was some sort of governing body, I'd be making sure these street agents are certified and able to do what's right for these kids. We got a bunch of homies that aren't even certified telling these kids what they do and don't do. They've had them since Pop Warner, so they knew the mama, and now they're idiots, let's be honest, and they're sitting out here talking about what these kids should do, bad advice to Smitty's point, and now the negative part of it is, dog, I'm just going back to hierarchy, Shaun. Like, there has to be a hierarchy in society in general. If 17 to 21-year-olds who have yet to earn anything, hence the wrecks that we continue to see with these Hellcats and Scat Packs and shit. They never driven a regular car or been taught to drive a regular car. They just got a license, so everyone thinks, oh, well, they're licensed to drive. No, every car is different, and every muscle car is specifically different. And in that same thing with school. Every school is different. Every coach is different. There's no hierarchy no more. Then I just think it's going to get, to your point, to your question, it's going to get so watered down. And the coaches in the industry that are good and legitimately want to build men will no longer be. Coach K, Nick Saban, the Halfleys, the Chip Kelly getting away from a D1 head coach to just go be a coordinator so he don't have to deal with shit. The Bill O'Briens, all these guys that are hard asses on the development of kids are lacking now because they just say, fuck it. We can't do it anyway. We can't tell them nothing. They're going to do whatever they want anyway. They make more money than all my assistants, Smitty. Right. So, like Sean King's my quarterback coach. Let's just say we're at a Power 5. Let's say he's making $500 for just a position coach. He's not even a coordinator. Coordinator making $9 or $1 million. He's making $500. And he tells Quinn Ewers to take a fucking 3-step drop and get deeper on your drop. You should be 5 yards deep on a 3-step, Quinn. Man, I ain't listening to you motherfucking that. I make $4 million. Like, he's 18. Like, come on, dog.